Salutations, fam. This is weird because this is like the 76th time that I've stood in front of a camera to talk to you guys, and it's gone nowhere. But this is the first time it's gonna go somewhere. So my girlfriend and I went to see Billie Eilish in Raleigh, North Carolina at the PNC Arena. And it was bananas. It was bonkers. Billie's like 5'2" in person. For some reason, I just thought she was like 9 feet tall. It's just, I think maybe it's the way she carries herself. Crazy little tidbit. This whole situation has kind of taken this country by storm. Billie actually announced that this was going to be the last stop of her tour for a while. She had to postpone the rest of it, which is crazy because it was only the third show, Raleigh, North Carolina. And every show after that in the States postponed. So like the crowd was going like extra hard for her. If anybody out there is questioning the icon that is Billie Eilish, go see her live. At one point during the show, these confetti cannons went off, and it wasn't like normal confetti. It's these. I've been calling them Billie Bucks. They're like $100 bills with her face printed on them. And there's two different types. There's this one, and then there's the one that says Billie Eilish. It's bananas, man. It was so dope. I scooped up 4 of them for myself, and Amber scooped up like 30 because she's a lunatic. But man, look at that, making it rain. When you go to a show, buy some stuff, live in the moment. I may never get to see Billie Eilish in concert ever again. So like, I had to buy some stuff. I got this tour shirt. It's green, which is my favorite color. It's got, you know, all the tours on the back, which is cool because she only made it through 3 of these. Also got this beanie. It's got the bloosh on it, and then it's got Billie Eilish on the back. Also got some socks, but they're like way down here. I don't know if you want to see them. They're blue, and they say Billie down the back in the same green. Mint. Something big happened to me recently, and long story short, I got sick of making other people successful, and now I want to make myself successful. I quit my job. I had a job at a vape shop. Please don't make fun of me. And I was there for about 5.5 years. This November would have been year 6 for me. And the past 2 years at that establishment drove me to the end of the road. I was stressed. I was confused. My eating disorder exploded and came back at full force. I was depressed. I was going through a lot. It's not that I wasn't talking to anyone at work about it, you know, like my coworkers or my fellow managers or my employers themselves. It was that I wasn't talking to myself about it. I realized that I didn't want to be there anymore. I couldn't deal with it anymore. You know, I worked there for far too long to be making the amount of money that I was making. It was a matter of all your certain frames of time, you know, because I was sitting at my 5.5 year mark, and I knew that my 6 year mark was coming up, and all I could think to myself was, man, if I had been somewhere else for 5.5 years, I would probably be further along in life than I am right now at this very moment. So it felt like I had wasted so much time, over half a decade, But when your past is turbulent, you look towards your future. And when I looked towards my future, it was very, very dim. I saw no positives in staying at that establishment. There was no bright light at the end of the tunnel. There was no pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. I knew that I could not be there for another 5.5 years because I knew that I would waste my time. I didn't see anything positive coming from staying there. It was all just, for me, just a carrot on a stick being dangled in front of my face. And I don't even like carrots. I'm lying. I love carrots, dude. Oh my God. But then when your future doesn't look bright, you live in the moment. You live in the now. You look in your present. And that wasn't good either. It was bad. I was stressed. I was confused. I felt like I had been lied to and egged on. I couldn't take it anymore. I couldn't take it at all. So, I got home from work one evening and I knew exactly what I was gonna do. I was done. I was honestly done when I clocked in that morning. I almost didn't go. Because I woke up late and I was supposed to be at work at 9:45. And I guess I slept through my alarms. And I woke up at 9:41 and I jumped out of bed and I brushed my teeth and I ran upstairs and I was in my room to get dressed, and I just found myself sitting in my chair, just like sick to my stomach that I had to go to work. And I had to like force myself to get dressed, get in my car, and go there. And I knew the second I sat down in my chair and felt sick to my stomach that I had to go to that place, that I didn't need to be there anymore. But I clocked in and nothing happened that day that made me go, maybe I should reconsider. Maybe I should push a little longer. Nothing. And when I clocked out, I knew that it was the last time I was gonna clock out. And I got home and I settled down and I picked up my phone and I went to my alarms and I deleted them and turned them off and knew what was gonna happen. And I laid down to go to bed and I fell asleep and I woke up the next day at about 12:30. And I had a bunch of missed calls, a bunch of messages, and I ignored them and I emailed a letter of resignation to my boss. And that was it. Here's the thing. This life is too fragile for any of us, any of you, anyone, to sacrifice your mental health. My mental health was depleting. It was getting very, very bad. And I did what was best for me, and I'm not looking back. And I think about the past 5.5 years of my life and how, I could have spent that doing what I want to do. This, there's so many things I want to do, and now I get to do them. And I hope that anyone who wants to be involved is excited for me and happy for me, because this is going to be a journey, and this is going to be fun. And I'm nervous, but it's a good thing. It's okay to be nervous. It's okay to be terrified, because that's what pushes you. This next chapter in my life is going to be the greatest chapter, I do believe. And I hope that, we're all in this together. This is only the beginning.
But the working is not yet over.